Right, here we are. We have hung up the entire Hopeless Maine show at Lansdowne Gallery, and I'm about to give you a walkthrough. The first window. The terrible fish. The thing on a stone. The, oh my god, what is that? With a spider. This one's sort of man-spreading, I think. He's got teeth, and his teeth glow in the dark. And then there's him. Yes, well, anyway. Here we have hermits and strange cats with masks. More hermits. More hermits. That one has glow-in-the-dark eyes, that one. Spider webs beautifully placed by James. The terrible bowl that you probably have to feed. One of those. Things frequently don't have faces on Hopeless Maine, so they find other faces that they can steal and put on the front of themselves because they're shy. That hermit found a button to live in, and there's him. There we go. That's not very exciting, that's a door. Let's go this way. That's art all over the walls. So much art. We'll get closer to it in a moment. Here we have the originals table. This has originals. So many originals. My goodness, who made all of these things? Anyway. And we have the wall of large prints. We call it that because it's the wall with the large prints on it. And then, down here, the table with more originals, because, God help me, I can't stop. Oh, a spoonwalker. There we go. More originals. The Great Wave, Anna Marie. A goblin. Sal. Now let's back away slowly from the table of originals to the wall. Well, there's a reflection on there, but you're going to have to trust me. That's Sal right there. And then Things and Theophrastus Frog with Dust Cat and Melisandre. And these are Revels with decorations and spoons. This is one of the prints strangely framed. Sorry about these reflections. That's Sal's folks, that is. Melisandre and Duracimi. You may have noticed a spoon theme developing here. Now that I've said that, this one has no spoons. And that one, look at that. That's got forks. Right. Now, I'm going to zoom now. Okay, so don't get dizzy or anything. Here we go. Zoom. I'm walking down the hall because this whole section here is The Blind Fisherman, the prelude to Hopeless Maine. All of the originals framed them up on the wall in the same place at the same time. First time ever. Oh, is that spoons? Yeah, it is. It's spoons. That's different because that's black spoons and they're wooden. More beautifully placed cobwebs. The thing in the water. And that one. And that one. Things are getting dangerous. And then that. So that's all of those. Now let's stroll down here gently. See that corner over there? That's a little pocket of Hopeless Maine, and we'll get to it in just a moment. But first, we have Hopeless Maine willow pattern. It looks nice from a distance. It looks pretty and friendly. And you get close and you go, oh, tentacles and gravestones. They're a beautiful octopus pattern. These were painted by Nimue, by the way. And the teasel head. Now, here we go. These are maps of Hopeless Maine, painted in tea and coffee and spinach, I think, by Nimue. And you'll notice that none of them are ever the same. And that is because the island isn't a steady or reliable sort of place. There we go. Let's move around here to the other maps. And this one with the symbols. Just so you can read a bit of this, if you're very quick. Now, here we go. Let's go around the corner to the little pocket of Hopeless Maine. There's a charm. I'm not sure what this one protects you from. And another charm. Another charm. And the Hopeless Maine hearth. With the terrible dolls. Oh, the poor orphans. And the werewolf marking bowl. And a demon trap. Some bottles. A few family portraits. And the Spoonwalker fire screen. The Vorpal spoon and other spoons. The really, really rather terrible, frightening cup. And a Spoonwalker. And more tentacles. More Hopeless Maine willow pattern. This is a door. There's Melisandre. And the mermaid. And Melisandre and Durasimi. As Theophrastus Frog again. And the Uniturkey with a thing on the top with glow-in-the-dark eyes. And this is the only thing in here that isn't actually Hopeless Maine. This is a bit of a Lovecraft image. And the tentacle fleur-de-lis. And Sal. And speaking of Sal, what was this? Oh! That's the big salamander with the sloth banner, because we love sloth. Now we come over here. What is it? It's a thing in a jar. And next to it is a demon trap. Then, the fluffy doom. So fluffy. Bit doomish. See the lovely folk patterns that they produce in Hopeless Maine, because this is the sort of stuff they see every day. And another thing in a jar. Now, we're nearly there actually. This is another hermit. This is one that's got a hold of a conch and sort of adapted itself to the willow pattern with lovely light blue tentacles. That's another one of those things that stole a face, and that's got eyes, doesn't it? And there's that one, and this one, and that's sort of, it's a bit like a screamer, but only different a bit. And that one that looks a bit offended at that thing that's come up on its shell there. And these are hermits. They're like hermit crabs, except they're not crabs at all. They're mostly tentacles that hide under things. And somehow they found willow pattern shells. And they live in those. And there's another one. And another one. Now we're going to zoom over here to the final table. And this is Mrs. Witherspoon. And this is a folio with the art of Cliff Cumber, who contributes to the Hopeless Vendetta beautifully. He's an amazing artist, is Mr. Cumber. And then we have the two dolls that Sabrina made for us. That's Salamander and the PLM. That's fire in Salamander's hand, and not a flower. And this is the contribution to the Hopeless Vendetta that Bill Jones did for us. And these are Hopeless Maine moths. Aren't they lovely? This is perhaps my favorite of the Hopeless Maine willow patterns. I'll get back a bit so you can see the whole thing with the moths in the foreground. What's this? More originals. Oh no. Originals. A bit more originals. And a bit more originals. And a Potter Mouse surprise. And a bit more originals. And he hears his late master's voice. And Mrs. Witherspoon's mother. And these are the fine Hopeless Maine Christmas cards that we are selling at the event. And this is Hopeless Maine. Yes, published by Sloth Comics. And these are the old versions of Hopeless Maine. They're old. And this is a little stack of smaller prints. And these are the flyers for the Stroud Book Festival, which you should be attending and going to every single thing of, because it's amazing and there's some wonderful stuff. And then there's, let's go on here, this is the last bit. Hang on. He's grumpy, sorry. And then, These Are Revels sculpture. Ta-ta! Thank you for joining us for our virtual tour.